Hey guys, it's Rommel again, and I am here in this open space of our new location for Element 5 Fitness. And as I was painting my office, I was thinking about a few things, and I just decided I need to record this because it's going to be a little bit of a rant. But the reason I'm also standing in front of our love banner is because I'm really going to do my best to come from a place of love. And the reason I say this is because this is something that is very, very frustrating for me in terms of what interactions and relationships that I have had over the past 7 years. And a lot of it also has to do with looking at yourself in the mirror and what you're bringing to the table in terms of what are you attracting into your life, right? So, as I've said in certain videos, that I am not a mindset guru. I'm far from it. I am always going to be a student of life, and I'm not always the best student, I'll admit that. But there are a few things that kind of came top of mind. One being rewatching the Eat, Pray, Love movie with my wife. She loves that book. She's read that book. I have to read that book. I've watched the movie, but she shared some messages with me that were very impactful on my journey, right? And so one of the quotes in the movie was that if you're prepared most of all to face and forgive some very difficult realities about yourself, then the truth will not be withheld from you. And I apologize, I'm reading this off because I don't quite memorize it. But that's a very hard-hitting reality, right? Is having the courage to finally, what's the word I'm looking for? To finally confront those difficult realities about yourself, right? And for me, what that means is reducing the amount of attachments that you have to certain things, to certain people, to certain circumstances. Because when you hold on to that attachment, then you give so much meaning to it that it can actually become toxic and become very stressful in your life. Now, what I'm learning as a martial artist, and also just in improving my mindset, is learning how to detach from a lot of things, minimalizing and letting go. And one thing that Dr. Dwyer mentions is ego is edging God out. And for me, that really resonates because I admit that since leaving my home island, I've teetered here and there in terms of what I want to do spiritually. I was never really big on religion. I just felt that there was definitely more to it. I mean, I always felt that I had a direct relationship to God or higher power, whatever it may be. But I'm not really going to get into that. It's just what I want to talk about is, getting rid of that ego and facing those realities about yourself so that the truth can come out and we can, as Bruce Lee says, we can actualize our potential, right? And it's something that I'm definitely working on every single day. It's hard some days, and some days it's really easy, and I'm like having amazing day that my clients can't even stand me. They're like, where's all your energy coming from? Right? Stuff like that. And then I read another quote from another mentor that states, when people are uncomfortable with themselves, they mask it with consumption. Sometimes with the consumption comes the toxins, anger, jealousy, and cravings. And the quote also states where we need to come back to ourselves. So again, it's this whole thing of looking at ourselves in the mirror, coming to those truths, and realizing that a lot of the issues we may have with certain people really comes from us. And until we address that, then it's really not fair to those other individuals, or maybe even the circumstances, whatever it may be, to attack them, right? Because again, we come from a place of love, then it's going to be okay. And then the truth will reveal itself as long as we are coming from this place of love. And whether you agree with me or not, I'm just sharing my experiences. You can take it however way you want. It's just something that I wanted to address and rant about. And I'm hoping that maybe it'll resonate with one of you out there. that, has gone through stressful times or difficult times. But ever since I reminded myself to come from this place, amazing things have been happening, and they're continuing to happening along this journey. And so that is pretty much it for today, and I hope that helps.